No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Konosuba. We're watching with zero interest. We're doing season 2, episode 6.
Why are you doing a McConaughey?
Oh, go ahead, take it away.
Is it the new facial hair?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Go, Casey, go.
Beard Bros. It's great. I don't think anyone else on the show, like the podcast, has a beard, to be honest. So, cool. What the fuck was this episode? All right. It opens with Aqua doesn't want to get away from the fireplace because they have a fireplace with firewood in it now, and it's still winter. So it's cold. And Darkness and Mega Man are trying to drag her away so they can go adventuring or at least go outside so Mega Man can make something explode. And they argue about childishness for a while, and Aqua complains, "Why are you trying to convince me? You should convince him first." And she points at a table with a katatsu, the little skirt thing for people that aren't aware, that they put on tables in Japan that you put your legs under so that it's nice and warm. And he's just hiding bodily underneath it with his head sticking out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So then we go back after the opening to Kazu kind of explaining, well, ever since, although we beat Veneer and we're cleared of debt, we still had to go and tell Wiz that we killed one of her companions. Yes.
I think before that, we have a whole routine of them trying to get him out from under the katatsu and stuff.
That's after.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
He's seeking through the episode, which is going to be problematic, but I don't think they do. I think they go outside and do all that, and then they go immediately to the blacksmith or something. But
no, after the opening, you had the flashback of them going to the shop first.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So it was a flashback. So yeah, they're going to tell Wiz that Veneer is dead, and they think it's going to be a big deal, even though she's very explicitly said, "Hey, I don't really actually care that much about the Devil King's army and all that stuff. I'm just it's like a day job kind of thing."
But they're trying to be considerate, I guess.
Yeah. So they go to a shop, and Veneer is there, and he's wearing a pink apron.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just as flamboyant as he was previously.
He has a 2 on his mask now.
Yeah. So, they took one of his lives. Also, he's possessing someone again. So I feel sorry for the guy that he's possessing, but, whatever.
No, before, when they killed him, his body collapsed in mud. So he uses mud, he uses, earth magic to make a body, and then he puts the mask on it.
Okay. So, yeah, Wiz is not that bothered because he's still alive anyway. Whether she would have cared if he died, we don't really know. It's not really established. But yeah, she's fine because he's there and helping her out now. And basically, the plan is they're going to make a bunch of money by selling things from Kazuma's world. So here. So things like the katatsu and...
Using ingredients that, since there's magic and everything, you get a firestone and put it under the katatsu to make the heat or whatever. Just kind of making his stuff work in their kind of world. Yep. Selling that. So, yeah, that's their big scheme for money. And then we go back to them trying to drag Kazuma out.
And there's the kitty sitting on top. Because it's still warm on top, because it's the firestone, so it's warming the table, so it's nice. Kitty just...
So, you wanna take back over the summary? Because this is why I take over.
What? Sorry, there was a kitty. I got distracted. What was... Right, they're trying to get him out from under the thing, and anytime they try and, like, get him out, he does something to one of them. So for darkness, he would use freeze magic to make her colder, so she would get away and retreat towards heat. For Megaman, he would use drain touch. Yeah, give her a headache, apparently, which is not a thing that we've seen it do, but it's okay, fair enough.
Well, it's more like she's getting angry because he's stealing her magic, and it's like he's draining her strength, I guess. But,
yeah, so that goes on for a while, and eventually Megaman picks up the cat, and... No, she doesn't. They pick up the Katatsu and table as one whole unit, just basically grabbing it by the carpet, and the cat freaks out, jumps on Megaman's shoulder, and then they throw the whole unit out of the window with his head poking out. Which
he wants
it's a good bathroom.
Yeah.
男はこたつごと外に捨ててしまいましょう。そうしよう。アクア、ちょっと窓を開けてくれ。
やめろ！お前らには人の心がないのかよ！やめ！待て！いや！
Oh yeah, he wanted to go to the bathroom, so he was like, "Hey, could you pick the whole thing up and just take me to the bathroom so I can go comfortably?"
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So then they go out into town, finally.
Yep. Go to the blacksmith, who Kazuma has had forging a katana for him, and has like explained all the forging methods required to make one, because apparently that is required learning for a Japanese person and for a weeaboo.
Well, it's kind of, he is a Shonen otaku, but his whole thing is, I guess, folding the steel is pretty much the only thing you really need to know for katanas. You know, it's folded 1,000 times. Oh. Yeah. He mentions briefly, I went to this guy so I could learn a smithing skill so I could actually make the stuff that I'm going to sell with veneer.
Yeah. So he has a katana, and he also bought a full suit of plate armor in ridiculous coloring. Like, I like bright rainbow colors and everything. That is my jam. That thing looks fucking stupid. It does.
Green and blue are his colors. So he did it on that. It looks awful. But the katana can't fit in the doorway, and it keeps knocking things down, and he can't move in the armor.
Yeah, Guy was there, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "I just witnessed the birth of a new hero," before Kazuma tries on the armor, and then doesn't see that when Kazuma gets into the armor, he can't actually move. So just maybe stick with the equipment you used to is probably a good idea. All right, I guess I'll settle for a new sword. And, you know, tries to be cool and walk out of the shop, knocks over everything because, you know, the katana sheath is longer, puts everything back where it was, and sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Opens the door. Can't walk through it because the sheath is longer, so it's going right the way across, because that's how katana sheaths tend to hang. Yeah.
So he ends up with a sword that is basically just a knife. Cause
it's still a sword. It's about the size of a wakizashi kind of thing. So
he has a short sword now.
Yeah.
Very short. It's kind of sad. And he's like, I gotta come up with a good name for this though. You know,
comes up with basically all the names of swordsmen that were famous in Japan, just all of them.
Uramasa. But he gets called over by Darkness and Aqua, who's eating with Megaman, and they're like, "Hey, we got a quest. They gotta go all these running lizards, these lizard runners."
And the receptionist explains, "Okay, so here's how they work," and this is actually kind of important. It's not like the frog thing, how it was before, when it just, okay, here's biology lesson on giant frogs. This is how their society works, and they base a plan around how that works for how to deal with them. So it's kind of important. It makes sense that they would exposit this. So the way the lizards work is there is a princess runner, which is basically the female lizard, and then all the other ones chase her down, and the one that catches her is the king runner.
Yeah.
And so during this, Cosmo is like, he puts his finger up to the receptionist, he's like, it'll be fine. Me and my partner here, random Japanese name that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Other random Japanese name. And then Megumin just goes and was like, it's called Chochomaru.
Chunchunmaru.
Chunchunmaru, sorry. Chochomaru. I don't know what that was.
It's like, no, what? No.
No. That's a stupid name.
Maru. She stuck the talisman that engraves the
Missed it.
name on the sword.
Yeah. So she named it for him. It is now officially Chunchunmaru, and he can't do anything about it anymore. Aside from possibly commissioning that guy to forge another sword so that he could name it again. But, then it would be the second katana ever made. That's kind of lame by comparison. It's just...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, next, they're out in the field and waiting for the runners and outlines the plan. Basically, Kazuma waits in a tree, plans to shoot down both the princess and king runners. Hopefully that will disperse all the other lizards. If it doesn't, or if something happens and he misses or something like that, then darkness can cover them. And Megumin can use explosion. Yeah, Megumin can use explosion and hopefully kill a bunch of them. Maybe the princess and the king, while Kazuma continues to shoot them down. Aqua is support. Okay, break. So immediately, Aqua is like, oh look, there they are. I'll help out. I'll get them drawn here. And shoots basically a flare into the sky.
Yeah.
And Kazuma is like, why the hell did you do that? That was not...
We only need to kill two of them, not the whole... And so she proceeds to freak out. It's like, I get it, I know. They're going to travel me and stop me, and I'm going to cry, and it's going to turn out the exact same way every time, because of course it turns out the exact same way every time.
Because
just
I'm
kill me
stupid
already.
And I ruin everything, and I hate it. Pause. I don't know why it does... I think that's for, like, commercials and stuff, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
another
special.
other episodes to do the Konosuba, and they say it, and it, like, has a screen transition, so...
Yeah. So, Cosmo tries to shoot them down and fail. Oh, he tries to shoot the King Runner, which is basically the one that's closest to catching the princess. And he does, and kills it. Yay! And it just makes all the other ones really angry or agitated because, hey, the king's down. I could be king. Obviously, that's how it works. So, yeah, that just makes them all in more of a frenzy.
And Aqua's like, you should kill the
You should have killed the princess first. Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll just compete for who would be king. He's like, why didn't you say that earlier? And
I mean, essentially, all they needed to do was kill the princess, and that would have been just it.
Yeah.
But
Megumin tries to use explosion, but she can't because Cosmo drained her magic earlier with Drain Touch.
Yep. It's all my fault. Aqua gets trampled, and Darkness tries to cover them and just gets trampled, basically. I don't know what covering them consisted of for her, but, it's basically someone else to get trampled. The princess jumps and tries to go at Cosmo, who's been, the only one that's actually done anything to them at this point. And he shoots it in the face, basically. And it dies, but is still on a trajectory for just landing on him. So it lands in the tree, shakes the tree, he falls out about 20, 30 feet, lands on his head and breaks his neck.
Yeah. And then he's in the room from before with Eris, and he's just being like...
Sup?
She's just like, yeah...
Yeah, so she's basically, it was actually kind of difficult to do the loophole so that you could go back and stuff. So if you could be a little more careful. I mean, I know adventuring dangers is part of the thing.
Yeah,
but
it comes with the job, but like,
please.
and
All
just
right.
kind of sitting there.
I'll just kind of wait here while they, get the resurrection going. I guess. Do you get bored in here? Just sort of in an empty room with nothing in it, just a void and space and time. She's like, well, no, because if I'm bored, then that means everything is going as it should. Because I am nice and wonderful and am supposed to be the most wonderful person in the world.
She's literally a goddess, so.
Which technically, yeah, goddess, that makes sense. And he, once again, he did say this in the previous time that she showed up. Oh, the main heroine has finally appeared, because he, fancies her. Yeah, he said exactly that when they were, like, after he got resurrected the first time, he was just sort of thinking to himself, she's so much better than these fucking fuckwits. So, yeah, main heroine has appeared. It's a little weird that he's realizing this for a second time, but whatever.
Well, it's been a while, so he keeps, it's more like, yes, she's so nice. Finally, a nice person who's just generally good. And she mentions, besides, if I do get bored down here, I go down there every now and then, just check things out and see how everybody's doing. But keep that a secret between you and me. And I think you might have missed that because we were kind of talking when we were watching the episode.
Yeah, a little bit. Then Aqua does the resurrection and is like, hey, dickhead, come back. I did the thing. He's like, shut up, I'm going to hang out here for a while and talk to the goddess lady.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah.
And like,
Aqua
no.
is just constantly just yammering in his ear, and he's just sort of thinking to himself, and it's actually, two lots of subtitles, so it's actually hard to pay attention to both, so I just paid attention to Aqua and her argument with everyone else up there.
I paid attention to Cosmos, actually. So he was thinking, this is this is just trouble. I don't want to do, like, I should just, what, fine, they'll be fine without me and everything. And he's just like, okay, so I want to be born as a baby.
Yeah.
And
meanwhile,
make sure I have
upstairs, they're basically arguing and saying all this stuff they're going to do while they're waiting for his stupid ass to come back. So, Aqua is just basically bitching him out. She says darkness is threatening to just sort of draw on his face, and she's looking really menacing while she does it, and then Megumin's doing something weird with your clothes. What the hell are you doing, Megumin?
Like, don't desecrate my body.
Cosmo, you should come back right now. You should come back right now. You should come back right now.
It's like, you don't desecrate a dead body. That's bad karma. And, he gets snapped out of his, I want to be reincarnated with a cute older stepsister and a cute younger stepsister. And
classic.
Goes into, okay, fine, open the gate.
Yeah.
And so he gets sent back, and Megumin is over him with tears in her eyes, and he's like, "Wait, what did you do?" And it's like, you just do something. You have your goofy name and all your crazy antics, and it's just like, if you have a problem with my name, just say it. Don't joke about things like that. Not coming back, seriously. Next time you do something like that, I'll do something even worse.
Yeah. So no one else will look at him because they know what happened.
He looks. He looks at Darkness, who looks away. Looks at Awkward, just like, don't expect a sacred goddess like me to explain what happened.
So basically, they go home, and he's like, whatever, taking a bath. Then freaks out, and we don't see why. Runs out and in a towel and says something along the lines, is this what, why?
And Aqua's like, well, I know that there's self-esteem is one thing, but like this kind of bragging is just, and you look, and on his stomach it says the Holy Sword Excalibur with an arrow pointing down. And then at the very last second, his towel falls, and Aqua goes,
Yeah, dicks are
And
funny.
that's-
Dicks are funny.
I think that was a very mocking type thing.
Hmm.
But fun episode.
Yeah, it was alright. I'm not big on the whole, hey, let's have a goddess interlude and stuff and meet her, because she seems kind of pointless, frankly. Like the constantly dying thing is
That's the last time he dies.
okay. I mean, it makes it seem like kind of consequenceless, which comedy, I guess. That's not really
Well,
a
it
catch-all
gave us-
excuse. It's not really a catch-all excuse. It's just saying, oh, it's a comedy. Don't worry about it. Like
There is some information that's kind of important here that will come up later, not in the anime, of course, but and that is that occasionally she comes down in a human form, and that's important.
all right. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the next episode leads us into the next major arc, which
That makes
is
sense.
Aqua based, sort of.
Is the kitty in it?
Yes, the kitty is
Okay.
in it, and the kitty is terrible.
Okay. I'll endure.
It's a shame that they cut the anime before the big Mega Man arc.
Oh well. They'll probably do something. Like they said that we're going to have a Mega Man spin-off, so same difference,
Yeah.
really. Realistically.
Because the Mega Man arc is where they go to Mega Man's hometown, and it's so much fun.
Okay. So, I mean, anything else to say about this episode? I mean,
No, it's kind of just I think it's like one of the first couple chapters of the light novel, just kind of a transition back into things after the last novel concluded. So there's not really much here. Like that's kind of the problem with light novel adaptations, is that their pacing is very based on the light novels and for writing, and that doesn't always translate well to screen. But
yeah, like a light novel, pacing-wise, would probably work better for a film, to be honest.
yeah, probably.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Oh well.
oh well.
So yeah, that was. I mean, with films, you can vary the runtime as much as you want, really, at this point. So, yeah. So I'm pretty much done with what I had to say about this one. It was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was a general good episode for what good episodes consist of in this show. So
There haven't been any big stinkers in this season yet. I don't think.
not big ones, no. First one was a bit borderline, but yeah.
All right. Well, this has been Zero Interest, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh god, he's McConaughey again.
Next episode. Okay.
It's not a good
Bye-bye
McConaughey
now.
either. It also sounds
Not
kind
even
of
doing
Austrian
McConaughey.
a little bit.
I'm not even doing McConaughey. I'm just doing the voice. You're the one
What
who
voice is
decided
it
was
supposed to be, though?
I do random voices, okay? Gosh.
No, it's
Shut
Napoleon
up, Mom.
Dynamite.
I'm
Bye,
not.
everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Stop assigning impressions to my voices.
Now it's Ryan Haywood? See, it's funny because you were just doing your normal voice, but it does actually kind of sound like Ryan Haywood.